I think that's just an issue of common sense, and we intend to be very forceful about that.
Marco Rubio is going to be Secretary of State. He is being confirmed right now. It's going to go through. He is highly qualified, ready to go. I think he's an unbelievable speaker when it comes to explaining America and what our values are and what our policies are. I'm clearly very happy on the Marco Rubio situation. Let me just throw you to one more from him yesterday, talking about the Hamas. Well, it's to the backdrop of the ceasefire, but he's basically saying what Hamas's future will be.
You know, since October 7th, there's been a disturbing rise in anti-Semitism, pro-terrorist violence in our cities, on college campuses. You and I had the opportunity to write an op-ed together. And in that op-ed, we called on foreign nationals who support Hamas or other terrorist organizations to lose their visas and to be sent back to their home countries. As Secretary of State, of course, you'll be responsible for overseeing the issuance of visas. How will you enforce our laws to ensure that we remove supporters of terrorist groups from our country?
Listen, my view on this is one of common sense. Okay? If you apply for a visa to come into the United States, and in the process of being looked at, it comes to light that you're a supporter of Hamas, we wouldn't let you in. If we knew you were a supporter of Hamas, we would not give you a visa. So now that you got the visa and you're inside the U.S. and now we realize you're a supporter of Hamas, we should remove your visa. If you could not come in because you're a supporter of Hamas, you should not be able to stay on a visa if you're a supporter of Hamas. That's how I view it. And I think that's just an issue of common sense. And we intend to be very forceful about that.
Good, thank you.
What a perfect example of that thing I always say about when you're telling the truth, it's just not that hard to talk. Like, should we have Hamas supporters and terrorist supporters, let's say ISIS, Al-Qaeda supporters, should they be in the United States on visas? Like, it's not that complex, right? You don't have to be screaming and waving your hands all over the place. He's like, duh. His answer basically was duh.